From Tom Brady having a clone, to Lamar Jackson using something only girls use,
and even OBJ having a secret weird fetish.
These are 10 weird things you didn't know about NFL players. Starting with Tom Brady, I bet you didn't know that he has a clone. I'm not kidding. He did something weird with Lua, who was the dog always around Brady's family, until she sadly passed away. But as devastating as the moment was, Brady learned about a company that takes blood from animals, then uses a special process to identically clone their DNA. So instead of just getting a new puppy for cheap, Brady spent $50,000 on a clone named Junior, which according to the company, is an identical genetic copy of his original dog that has the physical traits and behavioral traits as well. Now, not only did hearing that make me and plenty of fans feel like this entire process was extremely weird, people criticized Brady for cloning his dog, said he shouldn't play God, claimed he could have saved thousands of pets with the money he spent, and even ran an entire Twitter poll about how weird it was. Only Brady, man. But George Kittle got a different type of weird at number 9, which involved him and his teammates' ass.
Ha! Gay!
Let me explain. Things got that weird when Kittle was still in college and lived at a little frat house on an important address to remember, 830 Miller Ave. Here's where George and his teammate CJ Beathard threw so many parties, got so many girls, and had so much fun at that house that they both decided the home was so memorable, they got the address tatted on their asses. Now, if doing some ass-related things with another man wasn't weird enough, both of them ended up getting drafted to the same NFL team, where one day, other teammates saw their weird little secret in the showers.
Do you guys have the same ass tat? Well, then, like, that got out.
Alright, but as weird as that was, at number 8, Aaron Rodgers had an even more weird encounter with aliens. Those things were probably coming after him because this man's known to do weird rituals, spend days alone in the forest, and even use crazy-looking machines to clear his mind. But Rodgers was about to tell a crazy story that had him getting clowned by all his fans.
I was getting down to bed, I heard this alarm in the distance going off. We heard this sound and we saw this tremendously large object moving through the sky. Whatever the hell it was, I don't know. But it was definitely unidentified, it was definitely flying, it was definitely a large object.
And hearing you went through something that weird, of course had fans skeptical. That's why even they said it was weird, how dude was fucking insane, and the illegal substances that he's taken have given him mental issues. But I could see Aaron Rodgers being weird. I never thought I'd see number 7, where Lamar Jackson uses something only girls wear. See, there's a reason Lamar's teammates had trouble explaining the smell of his new cologne.
It smells like the sea, ocean, fresh ocean smell.
Flowers?
Hibiscus, daisies.
More like feminine cologne.
They felt like Lamar's nightlight scent was weird since it was way more on the girly side. And they were right, because Lamar's inspiration for it actually came from some weird he uses that only girls wear.
People may not know this about me, but I rather prefer like girl perfume with some real soft. So that's what made me want to create something unisex, you know? I like to smell like a female sometimes, so get something that can, you know, be in between.
But alright, females don't only lead to players smelling weird, because in number 6, Jaden Daniels got clowned for his extremely weird relationship with his mom. That all started right before he got drafted when his mom was asked one question.
Now that Jaden is getting ready to take this next big step, what concerns you the most?
Girls. Name girls.
Now, as much as she seemed like just a protective mom, their relationship started to get more and more weird by the day. From getting drafted, then her being the first person Jaden hugged, to always handing only her the game ball after crazy performances. There was even a time she gave Jaden a kiss and fixed his hair like a girlfriend would. It was starting to feel as if they were a little too close, and that she controlled everything he did. Especially when people figured that she made Jaden bring her as a +1 to a wedding when she was seen lurking behind him. That moment already had plenty of fans coming at his mom for not letting him be alone, just to make sure he's with no girls. And if doing that or constantly wearing clothes with his name and face on him wasn't weird enough, from there, Jaden couldn't even do commercials without his mom with him. He was spotted sitting by a girl at a basketball game until his mom sat right between them. Then she was even seen cock-blocking him again in front of a girl in Miami. But fans really started to get weirded out by the relationship when Jaden took his mom shopping for clothes, got food with her, and even paid to get her makeup done. That's why people not only completely clown the relationship, one person even said, moms like his are so fucking weird, it's like they're trying to date their own son. It's actually disgusting. But alright, number 5 is also weird, because what if I told you Jordan Love only plays like a star because of cars like these? Yeah, Toyotas are usually considered pretty mid, unless you ask Love, because for some weird reason, he doesn't just make millions of dollars and still loves driving a cheap Toyota. It's been calculated that he actually plays way better whenever the company runs their car sales event called Toyotathon.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota.
See, fans actually found out that when Toyota's cars are on sale, Love absolutely dominates with 26 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions, while having a crazy 10-4 record. Then when the cars aren't on sale, as you can see, Love has a much worse touchdown to interception ratio and a losing record.
Did you just realize that was the thing, that you started playing so much better during Toyotathon?
Man, it's crazy. Social media was just, going crazy. The Packer fans and everybody was just constantly talking about Toyotathon merchant, this conspiracy of me playing better during Toyotathon. And it's really, I think, credit to the fans for just getting that thing started.
Now that's not just weird, it's crazy. But speaking of cars, at number 4, they're also part of Travis Kelce's weird story in another way that almost led to his brother being killed. See, something that scary only happened because of Travis's obsession with cars. From old school muscle cars to luxurious Rolls Royces, this man is always riding around in something new and hosting car meets.
This is awesome. We'll make sure this goes right into the community, baby. I promise you that.
But loving cars that much as a grown man or even a teenager is not weird. Unlike what he knew about cars at just 3 years old.
I used to have to keep the keys up high, just like I had to keep the knives up high. Travis, for some reason, was opening up the drawers and he was climbing up them. He was 3 to get to the keys. And I'm all by myself. I go out the back door and there's the 2 of them sitting in the car. Now, mind you, the car was locked. So Travis, he knew how to unlock the car door, get into it, and then slam it shut. And I don't know how he did it. He put the keys in the car. He knew exactly what to do and turned it on, and it jumped and went right through the garage door. And Jason, thank goodness, was sitting next to him, and he was just like, he was so excited. But he could have been standing in front of it.
Damn, now that's weird. But at number 3, a weird thing about Saquon Barkley involves something only little kids play with. Because even though Saquon is a grown-ass man that you'd think would have hobbies like, yacht parties, golfing, or maybe even something chill like video games, he actually doesn't spend any time on any of those. Instead, Saquon is ultra competitive in games that usually only little kids play.
Oh, you're going in a cheating way, bro.
You can't do that. You
Now, man's being a tic-tac-toe pro as an adult is kind of weird, but it's not as weird as him being so dominant in another kid's game that it had him calling out an NBA legend. Saquon knew Rajon Rondo was known as the best Connect 4 player out of any athlete. So he not only called him out publicly for a match where the loser would donate money to a charity, Rondo ducked the smoke and never played, because when it came to Connect 4, Saquon wouldn't just smack everyone. He's so good that he knows how to set up multiple ways to win.
If I got clean right here, I'm gonna be able to beat you here, and I gotta stop you from stopping me to get to that spot.
But alright, speaking of 4s, another player does 4 things. That makes him 4 times as weird. The first of the 4 is, you know what? I'm not even considering how Matt Collins dresses as one of them, even though he wears the weirdest fits I've ever fucking seen. What the? First is actually that this man walks around barefoot anytime, anywhere, unless he's in a game or what he actually likes to call it, foot prison. Now, alright. He could claim wearing no shoes helped him with an injury, but that's weird violation number 1. The second is how Mac only owns dogs, because he's afraid of cats for what weird reason?
You have said that small cats will steal your soul.
Yeah. Really, the only cats that don't count are big, the ones that grow up big, so lions, tigers. Those ones are acceptable, even when they're young. But kittens are they're just smaller than what they're gonna eventually be, which is a small cat.
Alright. Being afraid of cute animals like that is definitely weird violation number 2. But third is how this man refuses to use elevators because of what?
What about no elevators?
What is the deal with the elevators?
When I told them, and the reason why is because nobody's gonna carry me to success.
See, I swear Matt comes up with weird reasons to make his own life harder or something. Violation number 3. But the 4th and final thing involves his weird diet, because he puts honey on damn near everything, never uses utensils.
Exposes your body to beneficial bacteria and flora that can actually strengthen your immune system. It helps stimulate digestive enzymes in the mouth and stomach to more efficiently break down food.
You wash your hands multiple times a day. You wash your utensils only once a day, so it is more hygienic.
And Mac avoids every single vegetable, claiming it's rabbit food. Then this man celebrates wins by drinking what?
The M&Ms go in. Come on now. Take the dogs, you can get them. A little chocolate water's never hurt anybody.
Yeah, it's official. Drinking peanut M&M water has to be one of the weirdest things I've ever heard, man. But the number 1 weirdest NFL story is something that got Odell Beckham turned into some of the funniest memes in NFL history. Everything started when some girls were on a podcast and exposed something crazy about Odell.
Tell that story.
Who likes to get shitted on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who likes to get shitted on in the industry? We want to know. You can keep it.
Yes, he loves to be shitted on. He wanted me to come on the plane. And he was like, make sure you don't have any underwear. Don't take a shower for 24 hours. I'm like, damn, what the fuck you on?
And instead of dropping some receipts about how it's not true, Odell started seeming a bit guilty when all he did was joke about the situation.
Of every rumor, situation, all the bullshit I've dealt with in my career, this was the funniest shit.
You must have laughed. Were you laughing at?
My boy sent it to me, and I woke up. Ben sent it to me, and I seen it. It was like 7 in the morning when I was going to take my test, and I watched it, and I called him back in tears, crying. Like I have never ever in my life heard this one. I couldn't even believe it. I was on the field and they were like, oh, man, don't tell me it's true, man. Don't tell me I like to get shitted on. Like,
And listen, things did not end there. The story got even weirder while Odell was playing for the shit stains, I mean the Browns, and kept talking about the situation when he posted a pic on the gram with the caption, "Can't knock me off my pivot no matter what shit's thrown my way." But once he kept everything going, that only made the story of Odell liking to get pooped on go even more viral. Fans started dropping some of the funniest memes ever, like someone telling Odell that he has chocolate on his face, where he'd respond like,
"Chocolate. This is doo-doo, baby."
Another where Odell would order Taco Bell, and his girl would ask if it'll mess her stomach up, and he says,
"I hope so."
Then finally, there was one of his girls saying her Chipotle isn't sitting right, which would have Odell like,
"That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem."
People are hilarious for those, but I guess now it makes sense how Odell became so shit at football after all this.